After a night of attacks, deaths and injuries, the headquarters of the Muslim Brotherhood in Cairo is now in the hands of the president's opponents, burnt and looted. Their building was the symbol of their rise from being a banned organization under the old regime to power in the new Egypt. It's the most serious and public outbreak of violence since the protests began. It might not be the last. Last night, the president's spokesman called for dialogue.
The president has called for dialogue. He has previously said that he is reaching out to everyone and that he is ready to listen.
Tahrir Square, the centre of the protests, was quiet in the morning. That was expected after the tumultuous scenes on Sunday. Two big forces in Egypt have come together to oppose the president. Supporters of the old regime and people who risked their lives to bring it down. They are unlikely allies and don't agree about much more than their desire to remove the president from office. The test for the opposition right now is to sustain the protests and to channel them into an organized political movement. President Morsy's supporters are also camping out in Cairo streets, ready, they say, to protect themselves. One of the biggest grievances Egyptians have is that President Morsy has governed for these people, his core support in the Muslim Brotherhood, and not for the country. They are true believers in political Islam and will reject anything they feel dilutes their vision of the future. It's not at all clear whether the president, who shares their views, is prepared to make concessions that will win over his critics. A protest showed that there are millions of them. Jeremy Bowen, BBC News, Cairo.